Well, here I am out by the pond, and I've tried to do this video a few times and have not been successful. I was going to give a short little discussion of the way my filter works here, and I tried it the other day and ended up, I don't know, 30-some minutes, and YouTube won't let me have that much time, and the editing didn't work out, so decided I'd try and do a quick little thing here. I've got about 15,000 gallons of water here total in the pond, and anyway, the way my filter system works is in this large area here, this pond. It's about 28 inches deep at the far end there, maybe 3 feet deep here close by, and then on under the bridge it gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper down here, so that down there at the far end it's probably 5 feet deep, pretty close. Anyway, what I have is in the bottom of the pond there is a hole with a 3-inch pipe, just flush with the bottom, 3-inch pipe. There's one right here in the corner. Then up a ways over here there's another one under the bridge, and one out in the center there, and they're all connected together. They come down and they're all connected together. They're 3-inch open drain, so to speak, with a small spacer on top of the concrete in the bottom of the pond and a big flat stone. So there's basically about a 3/8 inch gap under the big stone for the water to flow down under and in, and the vegetation as it rots and can fit through will go down in and down through the drain. Anyway, that 3-inch pipe goes underground out of this end, this deep end here, and it comes across just a little ways here from the pond over to here to this box that's in the ground. And I'll set you up here and take the lid off the box real quick. Anyway, I'll pop the cover off of this box here and then show you what we got. This box is it's made out of concrete. The whole pond, everything here is made out of concrete. My son and I built it. Basically every bit of this concrete was poured with a coffee can. We mixed it up in a 2-sack mixer, and then in order to get it into the forms and stuff, we ended up pouring it with a coffee can, scooping and pouring. Anyway, this box here, 6 feet plus deep. When I stand in it, it's taller than I am, and you can see there's water down in there. Anyway, that 3-inch pipe from the pond comes into the bottom over here. On this side, about 2/3 of the way across, there's a wall sticking up in this box in the bottom. The water comes in on the left here, and then just kind of swirls down there, up over the wall, and then into another 3-inch pipe, which is elbowed downward into the box, down just below the wall level. And the water goes into that, and then I'll set you back over here and I'll show you where it goes. And this is where I keep my pump and all the goodies. Anyway, I have a pump down there in the bottom. It's kind of odd lighting here. I've got a little bit of sunshine, a lot of shadow, but the large pipe there comes in from that other box on that elbowed down pipe. Water, the suction side of my pump, pulls the water in through the pump there, and then out through the various manifold pieces here, the PVC, to various features in the pond. I have a gate valve straight down there. It's kind of, I think they call it a knife valve actually. Slides in and out to shut the inlet side off, and then I have various ball valves to the features to shut off, and then I can open up the top of the pump there to pull the little screen on the suction side out to get rid of the debris and stuff that plugs it up. Right now I'm running maybe 50% of water flow. That pump will pump 7,500 gallons an hour. Basically circulates the water in my pond twice an hour, or excuse me, once every 2 hours. Right now it's got some debris and stuff in it, vegetation from the trees and whatnot, so I need to pop it open and clean it, and I'll do that in a little bit. Anyway, the various water features here. We have one of the 1.5 inch, actually it's 2 inch, goes in here to the, if I can see, got a lot of sunshine going on here, into that piece of PVC there, goes sideways into this large concrete above ground pond that I have over here. It's about 4 feet deep on the edge and 5 feet in the center, tapered down. Goes in and then turns a 90 and kind of swirls the water in this big pond, and it settles out in the middle. There's a 3-inch drain in the bottom of that I can open up and dump the debris and the vegetation that's settled in the center. Another one of those pieces off the manifold comes around here into the side of this, right down here into the side of this big round concrete filter, vortex filter. It's got a V-shaped bottom. Water goes in and sideways underneath. My filter media swirls around, then up through the filter media and back down through the center there. That hole in the center, and then gravity fed over here and into the side of the large pond as well. Then the water that's in the large pond goes over here underneath. This gray stripe that goes across is actually a dam that goes to about 8 inches above the bottom of the pond there. The water goes under that and then up through another set of filter media there behind the bricks, and then out and over the falls into the other pond. The filter media I'm talking about is basically it's not a mechanical style filter as such. It's a biofilter, and it's basically this stuff here. You can see this here is made out of PVC, about 1.5 inches thick, and it comes in big sheets, about 4 by 8 foot sheets. And I cut it to give or take about 6 inches tall in long strips. And then in these filters, I built a rack that this stuff just sits on top of, so the water can flow up through it. And I have long strips, and then in between the long strips I put short spacer strips of the same material, and then I leave a 2-inch gap for water to just flow straight up through, so I never really plug up. It's not a, it's just a place for the bacteria to live that create the biofilter. And it's a big grid pattern. I might be able to get a shot of it. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someday when I clean one of these filters, I can show you. But this is what I use. This here is a variety that's made out of PVC, and it's just spun. You can see through it. And then this variety here is a polyester. It doesn't last as long as far as years go, although I've been using it for many years and not had a problem. Anyway, that's the filter media I talk about when I talk about my filter. So I have the vortex filter here, water spinning around coming up through the filter media, and then algae grows in here and mud settles and this and that. And I have the same type of filter here in front of the dam here in the larger pond, and then I have one more similar one over here made out of, it's about a 150-gallon stock tank, just a Rubbermaid stock tank, and the water goes in through the large pipe there down underneath, and then swirls underneath the media, comes back up through and flows out the edge there into a little waterfall and back into the pond. Like I said, I have the little screen in front of my pump, and right now I'm probably running maybe 50% of my water flow. And so what I was going to do here is you can see a quick shot of the activity, for instance, here in this stock tank, and over there, zoom in there, in the large tank. That's where the water exits from my pump. So what I'm going to do is set you up here and turn it off, and then I will clean the filter real quick, the little strainer in front of everything in my pump, and then I'll turn it back on and we'll see if we can see a difference in that filter. Anyway, I will shut you off and be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I think there's probably a noticeable difference there in the water flow on the video. I'll show you the other features here, and you can see what I'm talking about. Now in this stock tank here, you can see how much activity there is. The air bubbles that are there actually are created from a venturi that I built. The water goes in through the larger pipe there, down, turns a 90 at the bottom of the stock tank there, and then I built a venturi, and the air there is being sucked down through the smaller tube by the water flow. That when you build your venturi, you shrink the orifice down. Anyway, the water speeds up and creates a suction right there and pulls air down through that other tube and injects it into the water, and that helps the biofilter. They like to have extra oxygen. And then over here, we'll go back over and look in the box, and I think you can see there's a noticeable difference in the depth of the water there now, and you can tell it's a lot more active. It's moving, pulling a lot more water through. If you look, and then we come back over here, and you can see how full this vortex filter is now. It's way deeper. And one more thing is in the larger pond where the water's exiting. You can see all the air injected there. I have another venturi here, moving quite a bit more water and aerating that part of the pond. This here, I may actually drain the vortex filter here. I have a drain in the bottom, and then hose it down with pond water, which will just kind of rinses out the filter media, but you can't use your city water because it will kill the microbes and bacteria and stuff that actually make the filter work. In the bottom of the larger pond there's a drain in the center as well, and I do open the drains. They're over here in the ground. There's a hole in the ground there, and I open the drains for, I don't know, 30 seconds give or take each one, and drains the mud out of the vortex filter and the leaves and stuff out of the other pond, and creates some good dirt for me to use in my garden and around the flowers and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to shut this off here, because odds are I've gone over my limit already. Maybe I'll set the camera up if I have a little time and feed the fish, and we'll see what's up. Thank you for watching.